This is Entrepreneurial Minds, episode number 8. Dun, dun, dun.
Yo, it's your boy Gary here, back with another Entrepreneurial Minds. This is episode number, what we on, this 8?
This is our seventh episode. What's up, world? This is your boy King Arthur, back at you once again.
You sure it's a 7?
I think so.
It's a daggone shame. I don't show. We don't even know what number we on.
It is 8.
It is 8, right? Yeah, so here we go. Episode number 8. So back with you. That's because we done missed too many daggone weeks. We done lost count.
Man, playing around. We back though.
Yeah, sure enough. But here we go. Episode number 8. Today we have Miss Audrey. You know what? I don't know your first name, Miss Audrey.
That is my first name. My name is Audrey Abbott.
Oh.
Audrey Abbott.
Made me look retarded right here.
I didn't mean it.
All right, we got Miss Audrey Abbott on the show. She's been an entrepreneur for a long time, a very long time. And I mean, she's going to have some good stuff to share with you guys. Her story alone should be really good. I mean, this would definitely point out to a lot of the females that are in like hairdressing and things like that, because she's had her own hairdresser for, is it 20 years, Miss Audrey?
No, it's actually been 23 years. I'm going into my 24th year on a day-to-day basis.
Oh, okay. So 24 years. And she been going at it strong, still going at it strong. I mean, my wife just got her hair done last week. So here we go with you for you guys, episode number 8.
Yeah, I've been knowing Miss Audrey for a really long time. Like, even when I was young, I would watch Miss Audrey go to work every day at her own shop. And I was like, I always thought, man, it must be cool to get up every day to go to your own shop and do what you like to do and what you love to do every day. And so I want to say thank you, Miss Audrey, for being you, to see what a real entrepreneur looks like.
You're welcome. You are like one of my sons. A pleasure to actually be on the show with you this evening.
Glad, so glad to have you. We're going to get this thing rolling. Gary, open the question. What you got for us?
Well, Miss Audrey, go ahead and just tell everybody who you are, what you do. Give them a little bit of background just about yourself.
Okay, my name is Audrey Abbott, and I own Second Image Hair Salon located on Virginia Beach Boulevard at the corner of the Boulevard and First Colonial. I have been at this location for 15 and a half years. I am an owner-operator, a stylist. I've been in the hair industry on a day-to-day basis for the past 24 years, but it has been my passion from a child.
Oh, okay. So you've been one of the ones doing doll hairs and stuff while you were little.
Oh, yes. Along with family members and neighbors and whoever would let me practice on them.
Oh, okay. So you say you've been in this one location for 15 years.
Yes, I have.
So where were you before that?
Before then, I was actually working out of my house for 2 years. I worked in a shop on Salem Road in Virginia Beach. The shop closed. I had a 2 weeks notice, so I went home because I lived directly behind the shop just to see how everything was going to work out. And actually, I had already had a clientele, so it worked out just fine, but there were like a little bit of bumps in the road where it was getting slow, and I was ready to expand. So I found my own building set up, and I've been there at that location ever since.
Oh, okay.
So you became an owner by accident, or is that how it really happened?
I became an owner by accident. I was a booth rental stylist. So I've actually been an entrepreneur the whole time in the industry. I was working in someone else's shop, renting a booth. And then I was at my house working for 2 years. And I just worked towards getting out of my house and opened up a building. And I've been at that location for the past 15 and a half years.
Oh, okay.
So when you say you was in your house for 2 years and you left the booth, was it your plan to save up your money, or your plan to open up your own shop, or was it just like, what am I going to do now? And then the opportunity presented itself?
it was not really my plan. Like I said, I was doing booth rental, and then the shop closed, and I had 2-week notice. So I ended up taking my clientele to my house, which worked out for me for 2 years, and then I ventured out. Working at home is okay. I was licensed still, paying taxes and doing everything that you do as a business owner. But you don't want to always have people inside of your house. You have to separate business from your home life.
Yeah, that's understandable.
It does sound good.
Yeah, I mean, it always seems good to everybody because it cuts down on overhead. But like you said, trying to separate the two makes it so tough.
My advice to the young ladies that are working in their house, it's good because it does cut down the overhead, and then you don't have to pay booth rental. But the thing about it is it's really unsanitary because hair is everywhere. People will come to your house any time of the morning, late at night. You're constantly cleaning up behind them. And after a while, it becomes too much, especially if you're married and have children.
Yeah, that's understandable.
It's better to actually have a business. That way, being self-employed, you have to file your taxes on a regular basis. They have to keep up with everything for you. So when retirement age does come around, you're filing your taxes and you have put into Social Security. You only get back whatever it is that you put in.
Mm-hmm. So before we go too deep into it, let's go to our main question. So what do you think it means to have an entrepreneurial mind?
It means responsibility, number one. It means sacrifice, dedication, and it has to be your passion. If that is something that you really love, then no matter what, you will be successful.
That is true. That is something you hear all the time, is do what you're passionate about.
They said if you make a lot of money but you don't love it, don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
You will end up miserable.
So I want to go towards the sacrifice round, because we actually had somebody come in with dedication and then passion. Yeah. But that's kind of a regular one anyway, but we haven't had anyone come on and really, really talk about the sacrifice portion of it.
Yeah.
Which is a huge part of being an entrepreneur. Because I mean, it is risky like crazy, because you never know when you might get customers, things might slow down, but sacrifice is a huge part of it. So tell us, I guess, a good story about when you had to make sacrifices to keep your business surviving.
Okay, well, my sacrifice is a stylist. We're in the beauty industry. So it's all the glitter and glamour. Everybody's made up. You spend the money on high fashion, nails, shoes, cars, houses. What I had to do as far as sacrifice is, in order to run the shop efficiently, I sacrifice hair, nails, a lot of the fashion. I sacrifice vacations regularly. It's a totally different lifestyle. I adjust me to where as to if I did not have any stylist in the shop with me, I paid all of the bills out of my pocket. So in case I didn't have anybody, that I still would be able to maintain the shop and my home. And I had my son, which is an adult now. At the time, he was in school, and there were other situations going on with that. So that is what sacrifice is, going out to eat. A lot of my time was sacrificed. I am very flexible. You can call me, page me basically any time of the day or night. I rise up early. On my days off, there are times when I have to go in and work. I work late. Sometimes I'm in there till 1, sometimes 2 o'clock in the morning. Then I have to turn around and be back by 7 o'clock the next morning.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that sounds like some time at home and a whole lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So can you tell us Where'd you learn this sacrifice from? Where'd you get this ability to sacrifice? Because a lot of people can't do it.
It's called being disciplined. You have to be disciplined. You cannot, as a business owner, entrepreneur, we can set the times that we want to work. I'm really flexible because at the moment, my son is grown. I am single. So I'm available at any time.
Yeah, that's true. That makes it a lot easier. So now you really just grinding.
Right. It doesn't really work for everybody. You really have to have a creative mind. And I do hair from babies as young as 3 years old all the way up to 100 years old. So I don't pick and choose what I'm going to do. Like there's some stylists that says, I absolutely will not do press and curl. Right now, natural is the move. I do it where it looks like it's a wrap, a relaxer, or I can do it for the older ladies as well. They want to look good just as well as the young women do.
Yeah, no, that's true. Everybody want to look good.
I ain't never seen anybody who don't want to look good. I take the bias if you on the corner. You know them guys.
Oh, yeah, no, they don't care.
So I do male, female. Actually, I do own an ethnic salon, but just because my base clientele is African American does not mean that I cannot do others as well. I can do them all.
That is a great point.
Mm-hmm. You got to be able to hit everybody.
That's a part of dedication. I'm dedicated not only to my race per se, but to others as well. When you have an open mind and you can do any and everybody, you will always have a paycheck. You will always have food in your mouth and clothes on your back.
I hope you guys out there listening, because she just said some very, very important stuff. Every day, some people go out here and say it's hard to find a job, or some other people say it's hard to find money. But if you're doing what you're supposed to do and you love what you do, there's no reason for you to go hungry. There's no reason at all.
None at all.
That's right. And in the hair industry, it's very important that as stylists, if you schedule somebody at 9 o'clock, you should be there on time, prepared to do their hair. And it's not always, they may tell you that they want one thing, and when they get there, it's probably something else that they're going to add on to it, which increases the money that you're going to be paid.
Mm-hmm. But you always got to be ready to take those requests anyway, right? I mean, it's customer service. That's
right. And unprofessionalism comes when, okay, if I schedule somebody at 9 o'clock, I'll show up at 10:30. By the time I'm there at 10:30, I have 3 other people along with my 9 o'clock just sitting there waiting. People have other things to do. They don't want to be stuck in the hair salon 8 to 10 hours. They don't want to wait on us to eat. They don't want us to go pick up our kids, go pick up our husbands. Sometimes that happens. And I've had it happen occasionally where I'm gone for a few minutes, but I'm going to run and come right back and try to work 2 people at the same time so that we're not ending up being there all day long. But there are styles that are time consuming that's going to take 8 to 10 hours.
So did you have anybody growing up around you that were entrepreneurs or that did anything like this that you saw? Because I know you accidentally kind of fell into being an owner, but were you exposed to entrepreneurship at all as a youth?
Oh, my father had his own grass cutting business that eventually turned into a landscaping business.
Okay.
And my work ethics came from right there at home. My mother, she worked at a golf resort where she was head of housekeeping, but we did houses on the side as well. So those were the 2 side hustles that we had going on. And we were always there on time. We took breaks, and the breaks were like 15 minutes at the most, and you work consistently. I was taught that if that's what you do, you're on time, you're working at a good pace, then somebody else will refer you. Your referral is how your business is built.
Now we're getting into the good stuff here. Referrals.
Right. It's not necessarily advertising. Advertising does do well, but if you have one person that says, okay, I want to go see Audrey. Does she do whatever it is that they're asking for? And then they want to know, okay, is she going to have me in there all day long? Is she slow? Does she do a lot of talking? Take a lot of breaks? And they said, well, no, actually, I like her because even though she likes to laugh and talk, she multitasks, talking and working at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that goes, talking and working at the same time kind of goes into customer service a little too, because no one wants to just sit there for 3 hours getting their hair done and it's silence and awkward, and things like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure that like a weird lady wouldn't make a good hairdresser, right? I mean, she may be good, so people still might go to her, but if you feel awkward going to a person because they're just kind of weird or the conversation is off, yeah, I think it would make it a little bit harder for them to gain clientele. Do you make it like an actual habit to kind of ask for referrals, or do it just happen naturally?
Well, I will. If there's somebody that's new, then I tell them the easiest contact is through my cell phone. Give them my cell phone number. If you know somebody who's looking for a stylist, and I'm open to new clients. And if it's something that I cannot do, I pass it on to the young lady that's in the shop that does that. Or if it's something that, I say, okay, well, I've done this before, but it's not something that I really like to do. And I think that this young lady would make you happier.
Okay. So you're still giving the customer what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not having too much pride to pass it on to somebody else or tackle something that you don't want to do or you're really just not that great at doing.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, some entrepreneurs, or a lot of people say they have a problem, or early on have a problem with delegating sometimes, or passing on work to other people because they don't, for many other reasons. But they say that you have to learn how to do that so you can get other things done as well.
Exactly. Something that's really, really time consuming, like braiding hair.
Mm-hmm.
That's just something that I never really have done. So I'll pass that along.
So what's the highest number of ladies you've had working in the shop under you?
The highest I've had is 5 stylists. And not only have I had young ladies, I've had male stylists as well. And very talented male stylists.
Oh, okay. And now how do you normally run it? Do you do roof rentals, or do you normally do a commission based type thing, or?
I do booth rental because it's easier, especially tax wise.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be responsible for their own client, and all I actually do, even though I am the owner of the business, I don't look at me as being your boss. If you're renting the chair, you're your own boss. You set your own appointment, and if you get stuck or something, I need to help you out, I don't mind shampooing for you. I don't mind relaxing for you. And it's not that your customer or you owe me any money. It's just working together.
Yeah, that's true. It makes the place better as a whole. Because if people start seeing more people coming in and out of doors, they're driving past things like that, that'll bring in walk-in business. People want to see what's going on.
Exactly.
Do you go seeking for other stylists, or they come to you and want to work in your establishment?
Basically, in the beginning, I did advertise for stylists, but I have an open booth, and I'm one of those people that will give anybody an opportunity. And like I said, as an adult, you are responsible to come in and make your own money. You buy your own supplies. I only ask that you help keep the place clean.
Yeah, of course. That makes a lot of sense. No one wants to be cleaned up behind nobody else, at least.
Yeah, girl folks anyway, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what about just advertising in general? I know you do get a lot of referrals, and it's a lot of word of mouth. Do you do any kind of marketing at all, regular advertising?
Actually, I do not. Presently, at this time, I don't do any advertising. I have been established now for 24 years, and I just rely on word of mouth.
Yeah, that's something serious there. You know, you can just roll straight off of that. Because I'm saying, I mean, but you think about it, I guess you do see some marketing from hair salons and such, but the most you normally see is like coupons in the mail or something.
Oh yeah, someone TV,
Right.
small
And
on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
they're really for the larger franchise establishment, like Hair Cuttery and Great Clips. They're the ones who normally send out coupons and advertise. Years back, I had a radio commercial. I passed out flyers. I passed out business cards. I ran specials. And that was a way to, just get people in the door. And it really was not for me per se. It was for the other stylists that's there. It's important to remember everybody that come in, they want the owner because they feel like, okay, if they own this establishment, then they have more experience and I'll probably be happier. But when there's other people that's there, they do just as good as a job, sometimes even a better job. And we want to make sure that the money is evened out. But my philosophy is I work at the end of the train. I call it the train. And if a walk-in comes in through the door and they're walking past every stylist and they make it to me, I'm not going to send them back to the front of the train. I'm going to have them sit right there in the caboose.
Yeah, hey, that makes sense. You basically giving them the chance to reach out and say something to them, anything, by going all the way to the end. And if they don't take the initiative to at least say something, hey, how you doing? Can I help you? Anything, just to stop them and get them going. That's kind of basic, like regular sales.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. When somebody comes in, you speak to them.
Mm-hmm. Just like you walk into a dealership.
If everybody is speaking, then it's up to that individual to go to whatever stylist that they want.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
It's kind of just like a car dealership. When somebody walk in, you see they just pop up out of everywhere. Everybody just pop up. You kind of just choose who you want to go to or the first person that says something to you or anything like that.
Right. Unless that person comes in and they saw somebody at the store, the restaurant, gas station, or wherever, and they'll say, I just saw somebody that just left here and got their hair done, and this is the person's name. So once they mention that person's name, if that person is available, then they go to them. But if not, you give them the option. Somebody else could help you out, or they could get that person's business card, cell phone number, or whatever, and they go from there.
Oh, okay. So is this the only business you've had? I know we talked and you did have some other stuff. So what else have you done over the years?
Over the years, I have been a loan officer. I work with a couple of realtors and loan officers presently doing some things. I own a janitorial business that's up and coming. I also am state licensed to take care of autistic adults.
Okay. So, of course, the hair salon is your bread and butter, but you of course, you diversifying a little bit and trying to tap into other places as well.
That's right.
So has it...
Like the definition of an entrepreneur, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, exactly, right? have money in the hands from everywhere. So it's been 24 years. So have you had a time where where business was getting slow and it was getting hard and you had to step out and get a job, a part-time job or anything? Or is that time what caused you to start them side businesses or anything?
Yes. Back when the economy was not doing so well and I ended up in the shop by myself, I decided I was interested in the real estate business. So I actually went to a meeting and we exchanged business cards and I ended up in a mortgage company. And as I was there, I fell in love with it. It's something totally different. I actually did not really need that because by doing that, you're responsible for your own loans as well. So I was still an entrepreneur. If I did not close on a loan, then I did not get paid.
Oh, okay.
So in my spare time, that was my side hustle. As long as you have a Bluetooth along with your cell phone, you can actually talk to people, get their information over the phone, and collect their documents and run your loan. So it really actually takes care of itself. You just do all the documents, and when the loan closes, you go to closing, you get paid. But like I said, you're still responsible for finding your own people to do these loans.
So in a way, you had to step out to get a little something to supplement, but you haven't held a regular 9 to 5 job at all, or part time, like working with somebody else the whole time you've been an entrepreneur. What, ever since you started your own hair salon?
Well, I did that, and then I started the cleaning business, janitorial business, to help some people that were in need. For some reason, they could not find a job or whatever was going on in their life. So I started a cleaning business, and I ended up being the only one that was doing the cleaning, which worked out for me because I'm generally off on Mondays. So while I was still getting all of my paperwork together, there's a lot that you have to go through as far as opening a business now. A long time ago, it was easy. Get the business license, get a bank account, and secure a building and go from there. But now things are totally different. So I clean houses. I just finished my last house in January. And right now I'm waiting on contracts. I have to bid on contracts because I would rather do businesses instead of doing residents. But in between the money that I was getting from doing these residential homes, that was actually supplementing for the times when it was slow. But like I said, you have to be disciplined. You have to sacrifice your time. I sacrificed my day off so that I could actually pay for the building and things that was going on in my personal life as well.
And so, have you thought about franchising your establishment out, or not in your plans?
Actually, I have not. As far as the hair salon, no, I have not.
Okay.
I am actually satisfied with what I have going on right now, but you never know what's going to happen 6 months, a year, or 2 years from now, where I may need to expand.
True.
Yeah, that is true. At least you're open to the possibility of it happening.
Oh, definitely. It's really a big responsibility. You have to be very disciplined with your money. Just because you have all of this money coming in does not mean, oh, okay, I can go buy this type of car or these type of fashions. You always have to make sure that the bills are paid. Whatever is left over, my suggestion is, because of being an entrepreneur and self-employed, we do not have medical. You have to allot for medical. And most importantly, we do not have a 401k plan. So you have to build it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You need to invest money and set money aside. If you are constantly spending this money, because 9 times out of 10, you have cash payments every day. You have to be disciplined enough to where you may say, okay, I can afford to set $25 a day aside, 50 or 100 or whatever. And you need to get with somebody to invest this money so that it will build. And at some point, you can come from behind the chair and not have to worry about, I'm in my 60s. I did not file my taxes. I did not invest my money. So now I have nothing coming in. And we, especially as hairstylists, do not set aside money. That is where sacrifice really comes in. I'm going to sacrifice now so that I will have a better future.
That's what it's all about. Is building the future.
Mm-hmm. So, Ms. Audrey, first, before we wrap it up, we'd like to appreciate you for coming on and sharing some great jewels for our audience. You know, I'm pretty sure you'll motivate a lot of people to get up out there and get some things happening for tomorrow.
Well, I certainly hope I have.
I'm sure you have. We like to ask all our entrepreneurs, is there any books that you recommend that kept you motivated and going? If you're a book reader.
Yes. First and foremost, the Holy Bible.
Okay.
I have a personal relationship with God. Now, everybody may not agree with that, but I do. I've read books about retirement, investing, getting out of debt. But, basically, that's it.
You remember any titles?
I actually do not. The only title I remember is the Holy Bible.
The Holy Bible.
Take that with you.
Yeah. But see, I mean, now it's easier now than what it was because all you have to do is go to your search engine. Everybody has a cell phone. Google it. Just put in self-help books as far as investing your money and find out the best route to go. They're going to come up probably hundreds of different books. You just choose the one that you think may be the one that will work for you.
Yep, that's true. Plus, like you said, you go online, you find out anything, all type of reviews and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can learn how to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so it's actually up to the individual. I personally am on the search engine every day, at the least 3 times a day. I'm Googling something. I can Google hairstyle, color, cut, whatever it is that I need. Just go to that search engine. Your phone is not always just for Facebook
and Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook is great for, advertisement. As a matter of fact, tweeting, Instagram, those are great. But the styles that you do right now will not take care of your financial situation if you're not investing your money.
Yep. So that's why they can always call me.
We talked about this through the years.
Mm-hmm.
So he can tell you, I've given him some pointers about some things, and I am very proud of you. You have done well.
Well, I thank you, Cal. I'm trying to get better. I'm doing better. That's all I can do.
I'm over getting teared up right now.
This guy.
Getting all teary.
Look, I'm just like really meeting Gary, but Gary, you are doing wonderful as well. I am happy that you stepped out on faith and decided, okay, I'm going to try this because although I do have a job per se, and it did not work out the way I wanted it to, I thought it was going to be a career. It wasn't. So now you've become an entrepreneur on your own. You know about sacrifice.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sure enough do.
And that's why we got the show. To show people, hey, we're not perfect, but we'll bring you along on our journey every day. If you want your goals to come true, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to and see yourself better than where you are now, you got to make things happen. You got to sacrifice.
And that's called positive thinking.
Yeah, you gotta have that. You can't be negative thinking to be an entrepreneur. That's for sure.
It won't happen.
Nope. If you believe you can, whether you believe you can or you can't, you're gonna do whichever one.
That's right.
I messed up that quote too.
My advice to the audience is, whatever it is that you think that's not going to work, you are not going to know unless you try. And if you try, put everything that you have into it.
Everything.
And just because it does not work out within 3 months, 6 months, maybe a year, don't throw the towel in, because Rome was not built overnight. You have to keep working at it. The more you work at it, the better you get. The better you get, the more results you will have.
Mm-hmm. Not quitting is the way you get there.
Yeah, I was gonna ask for some parting advice, but you beat us to the punch. And
yeah, sure did. Didn't have to ask.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, so I guess tell everybody how they can get in touch with you. Whether you, are you open to giving advice and stuff as well, or is it?
You can get in touch with me by cell phone. You can Google Second Image Hair Salon, and that's with the number 2, the letter N, and the letter D. It will come up, and by my cell phone, 757-567-0992.
Oh, there you go. So whether you want to open up your own salon, want some advice, or you trying to get your hair done, hit her up.
I just want to see what she's talking about.
That's right. I mean, anything. I go from talking about love and hip hop, the Atlanta housewives, the stories, the news, whatever it is that you want to discuss, open conversation. But hopefully it will be more so on a business level, and I can hopefully steer you in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing you need is a business plan. Once you do that business plan, then get a business license. Make sure that you are insured. You never know what is going to happen. Always hope for the best, but be prepared for the worst.
Yep. That's what I go for. That's what I go for right there.
Just like that.
Just like that.
So, Audrey, like we said, we appreciate you coming through. And hopefully, I'm going to see you real soon. I'm always over there doing stuff, so I'm coming there and say hi, see what's up. And,
okay, well, I always love to see and hear from you guys. And I really appreciate you calling me.
Oh, no problem. We appreciate you coming on here.
Mm-hmm.
Talk some good stuff.
Thanks a lot. And Gary, I hope that we will be having a conversation about some other business soon.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. I know I was supposed to text you this weekend, wasn't I?
Yes, but you know what? That's okay. I wish you guys well in business. Much success. You're going to go far.
Thank you.
Do not give up. When things look like they are at its worst, is when you are bracing yourself for the best.
Hey.
Do not give up.
Hey. Won't quit. Won't quit over here.
Nope. Well, thanks again, Miss Audrey. We don't want to hold you too long tonight.
Yeah. And before we go, Gary.
Yeah.
The quote is.
You just looked it up.
No, I already knew it. I ain't want to kill you back.
You're doing it now.
I'm about to, though. Man, you right? Man was on. You
must have told Kate on Google. You did exactly what she said to do and went Google.
And everybody remember, keep your head up, stay positive, stay focused, and God bless.
Hey.
All right.